it's Mark is coming to work with me today. Well, look who's at school.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm an educator.
Ooh. Get it, boy.
Do you want to see the state of my desk right now? Look at it. We're flexible here. We're flexible. From preschool to that direction and then back to the AAC world. And that was just the sweetest, the absolute sweetest day ever. Hello, how are you? Welcome to a vlog. Welcome to some fun days in the SLP life. I'm really excited for what we have coming. I'm just sipping the top of my coffee so I can put the lid on. If you saw in the last vlog, we made a pumpkin spice, like pumpkin puree, maple syrup, coffee spice, coffee flavor, I guess it would be called. And it is so good. We're off to the day. It's gonna be, I'm actually starting again at a different site today. I'm sure at this point you're kind of aware that that's what's happening in my life. I'm doing another AAC observation. This child actually already has an assessment, but they need somebody to help the team with strategies and implementation. And so I'm gonna go observe, kind of see what it looks like in the classroom and what he might need some support in, what the team might need some support in, and go from there. This is my flex week. So we're not doing any it's not that we're not doing services. We're still doing services. I'm doing a lot of makeup sessions this week. I am working on a lot of AAC this week, and we're not doing push-in centers. I will still do circle times, although I am missing my morning circle time this morning. But we do need to head out the door. So let's pack this up and get to site number 1 for the day. And then once we're back in the speech room, I'll kind of debrief with you. And I'll also let you know what other fun things are happening this week, because something very, very exciting is happening, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm gonna love coming to this school because I get my steps in, man. It's such a big campus. But I just finished up my observations and I am heading to my home site to see some students in the classroom. Also, I need to do some AAC programming, so we're gonna do all that together. Okay, we've made it back to the speech room and my hair is already up because it was in my face, and I'm really liking my hair like back around my face lately. One, I'm noticing it keeps it cleaner longer because I'm not touching it and messing with it, but also it's out of my face. It's been like in my face. I'm getting it cut Saturday, so maybe I can have her help me out with the around the face area, but I honestly don't mind this, and I kind of don't want her to cut it so I could be able to pull it back if I want to like this. Anyways, this week, oops, let me get my word. We're teaching look, the word look, or see, look, right, or see, I think that's what it is. Anyways, these are the words we're teaching. So I'm gonna teach look today in circle time. I missed the morning circle time, but that's okay. I'm not being hard on myself about it. It's just the way the world worked today. I needed to be somewhere else. But we're gonna do the normal. I'm gonna teach them the word, teach them the sign. We're gonna put it on the core board to match where it goes on the other core boards. And then I will do a little lesson. And I think I wanna do this book because it's shorter. Look outside. Look, a bee. Look, a butterfly. I was gonna do the baby bear, what do you see? But I think I wanna focus on look today. It's just how I'm feeling. Plus, I feel like a lot of the times the kids, when they want to show you something, like they don't have that language of like, look, like attend to me. So I think this will be really, really good. So I just got done with lunch and I was just up in the pod up there, but I'm gonna head back up to the preschool room to teach look. It'll be a fun morning. And then I have a nice little block of time scheduled in order to set up some devices. I have a meeting with a financial guy because they do like school site visits. So that's happening today. And then before we know it, we're going to be heading home to improv. But I do want to sit and chat with you a little bit more about what to expect this week. It's just been kind of a go, go, go morning. That's okay. And I cannot forget, I actually have an in-home session after school today because I had to reschedule it for an IEP because there's an IEP happening tomorrow, which is when I would normally have it. So we also have that going on. Do you want to see the state of my desk right now? Look at it. It's so stressful. I have things I need to mail to another SLP, which now that I think about it, I was at her site earlier and didn't bring those to her. Should have done that. My My iPad, cool. My circle time lesson, cool. Questionnaires that I need to pack to take tomorrow. There's just so much going on. I even had to move my keyboard that way to make room for all this. But I have about less than 30 minutes. Oh no, I have 20 minutes before I'm leaving. So we're gonna do like a really quick clean and pack. I'm starting tomorrow at another site to drop off and get these iPads. They're all laying on my table right now, but I need to get those distributed. So I'm gonna pack them up in a tote bag. Oh, here we go. This is like the perfect tote, my Bjorn Speech tote. I'm gonna pack them up in there, take them tomorrow. I just realized none of them got carrying straps put on it. So I'm gonna email my IT guy and let him know I need to pick up some carrying straps at some point this week, but I'm not gonna stress about the carrying straps. They make life easier, but it's gonna be okay for tomorrow. I need their chargers, there they are. I have all their chargers. Guys, today has been a flippin' doozy. I feel good. I don't feel stressed. So that's nice. My face isn't breaking out in a rash like last week, but I just have been pulled in so many directions. Even just being here, I've been needed in preschool a little bit more today, which has been fine. I'm happy. It's where I'm happiest, but I'm literally getting stopped in the hallway by the IT guy, like to tell me about something that he needs help with. And then it started, the day not even here, doing an observation, and like things come up when I'm talking to my colleagues where I'm like, yep, need to check on that. Yep, need to check on that. So I just feel like there's a lot of unchecked boxes in my head, but I have been so good about writing them down so they're not in my head, that they have a different place to live. And I think that helps me stay a little bit organized. But even like having the financial guys come and like quickly do just some retirement fund stuff is like, my brain got like pulled from preschool to that direction and then back to the AAC world. And Thursday, it's gonna be Bring My Fiancé to Work Day. He's coming to one of my schools with me. Well, he won't come with me, but he's gonna be coming in to read to the kids. So I'm super excited about that. That's why I started the vlog today instead of yesterday, so that way we could do a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday vlog in order to see him do that. It's gonna be super special. I'm so excited. It's my favorite when I get to like bring him into this world. I've gotten to do it once before, but that was literally 5 years ago, maybe more, maybe 6 years ago. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be really exciting. What's up? Hello. Let me get my lunch. I know I'm gonna need snacks today, but I don't feel like I have good snacks right now. Anyways, good morning. I am heading out, obviously, but it was a struggle to fall asleep last night. So I feel like I'm kind of operating on a very weird energy, and it's okay. We're gonna be good. The first part of our day, I'm going to drop off some iPads. We're not calling them iPads, Marie. We're calling them communication devices. I'm gonna go drop off some devices to a site for 3 students that, these are preschool students that we are gonna start trialing Protocol to go with. So that's exciting, and they're all in the same class. So sorry to the teachers for just coming in and being like, get them started. I'm gonna get them started. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support today, and their SLP will be there. So she's gonna be the main person kind of holding the teacher's hands through navigating and aided language modeling. Luckily in preschool, all of our teachers are pretty good. Like they have a pretty good foundation for AAC because we've been doing core board lessons every week in their classes for like the last 3 years. So I'm pretty confident in the abilities of our preschool teachers. And I mean, I watch them every day. So I'm like in awe of how quickly and how wholeheartedly they've taken to just supporting their students that have AAC, you know, supports in place. So it's really cool. So I'm pretty stoked to go in today and get to collaborate. I love that I get to play this role as much as it kind of got to me last week that it took me away from my own caseload. I do love it. So it's like I have to be a split personality. But yeah, that's the first part of our day. Then we're gonna head to see some kids and push in and do all that. My SLPA will actually be at the site that I'm heading to today. And then at the end of the day, we have an IEP at that site. And I'm actually, I just finished an assessment for one of my preschoolers there for AAC. So I'm gonna be like going over the whole report and just talking about implementation at home and all those fun things. So it's gonna be a fun AAC loaded day. So I'll try to keep you as up to date as I possibly can through it all. But yeah, I'm gonna head out the door and I will see you when we're dropping off these devices. It's exciting. I was there so much longer than expected. I missed the whole morning at my site. But it's okay, my SLP is a gem and was here for me. So it's not like the students didn't get seen. We're flexible here, we're flexible. But it was great. I'll explain more later. I gotta get in there and I really have to use restroom. So let's go have fun in preschool. Hi. Okay. The day got away from me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It was the morning, so busy. So busy. I don't even know what happened, but I was not at my school site, obviously, the whole time. And then once I got to my school site, it was just like, go, go, go. Circle time, centers, like all those things. And I was just overstimulated. And then I had the IEP after school and just like the overstimulation was real. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm feeling fine. Something I was looking forward to coming home and doing today. Well, there are 2 things. One, editing a vlog, which is gonna get done. It has to get done tonight because it goes out tomorrow morning. But I'm also really excited to work out, to get a little movement and exercise in. Because as much as I was on the move this morning, I feel like I need to move my body. And I think I'm slowly getting addicted to cardio workouts, specifically my hula hoop. So I'm taking my makeup off. I'm going to put on some workout clothes and give myself like 15 to 20 minutes to just get a good hula hooping session in. I've noticed it's been really helping with my like mood and my endorphins, but then also it's a good way to, you know, get some exercise in, meet some of the goals I have for that realm of my life. While this is on my face and I look completely crazy, I'll just kind of give you a little recap. So obviously went to a different site today. I have 3 students that were getting started with Proloquo to go in that classroom. They're actually not my students. They're another SLP students, but we have 3 kids in that preschool class, which there are about 18 kids total in the class. It's a full inclusion classroom. So half are on an IEP and half are not. And 3 of those will now have an assistive technology device. And they'll all be with Proloquo. We, as an AAC team, have decided that because, especially within our full inclusion preschool classrooms, in our like more or like special day classrooms, sometimes people call them self-contained classrooms, but like those special education classes, we're noticing that when we go through and have a bunch of different apps, whether different SLPs have worked with them and made different recommendations for tools, so like Touch Chat or TD Snap or Proloquo to Go or Speak for Yourself, or like the list is obviously endless, well, you know, relatively. It's really, really tough on the staff to model and to learn those tools. And it has been creating a lot of aversion, not only for the staff, but for the students to utilizing their devices. So we've been trying to figure out a way within our district to kind of bridge that gap a little bit. And we found that Proloquo to Go was the most well known by a lot of our staff. So what we're doing, we kind of have, since we'll always trial things with our students, we're gonna try Proloquo for all the students that we're starting out any kind of high-tech AAC device with, but then obviously be monitoring taking data. And after a few weeks, if that's not something that the student seems to be taking to, then we'll shift and we can then do, you know, a different program. So it's a lot of trial and error. It's been a lot of trial and error and like problem solving and all of that, but we're excited because it seems like we've got a good system in place. So that's what I was doing today. So that's why I felt like I needed to kind of justify, like, why are you giving all these kids Proloquo? Because it's like a tier, kind of, if you think of it like this is a tier of the AAC supports, and we're just seeing if this is something that's going to be accessible, if it's going to create motivation, if it's going to help with their communication and all of that. So got started, honestly, all three of them were taking to it. It was so cool. And I got there and I thought kind of I was just going to like quickly like go over it with the teacher, touch base with their SLP and like model a few things and then kind of let them take off, because I want them to start playing around with it, feeling, you know, like being okay getting into the mess of it in a sense, which this class, so amazing. These teachers, they're ready. They're like, we don't understand this, but like we're willing to give it a shot. We're going to, because we want the best for our students. So they were so good. And so it was just such a fun environment for me to get to collaborate in, especially when I'm like bringing in 3 whole devices. It's like, yeah, I know this looks like a lot, but they were stoked, they were ready. So we got that set up, but it took so much longer because of just maybe them needing a little bit more support from me being the AAC implementer, I guess. Took a little bit more time than I expected, but thankfully, like I said, my SLPA was at the other site, helped out immensely. So I'm super grateful for her. And then the IEP after, I was like going over a report where basically at the end of that trial period saying the students really taken to Proloquo to go, or if it was a different program, then obviously that would be what we would be going with. But you know, she's starting to use it. We're doing a lot of aided language modeling. Here are the strategies we'll continue to use. We can start taking it home, all that stuff. So very exciting day. Parents are also on board and that's really helpful. So yeah, it was a great AAC filled day. It's hard because I obviously can't show you too much of it, but tomorrow I'll get to show you more of like the day, because tomorrow Mark is coming to read his book to the kids, which if you didn't know, Mark and his mom, I'll put a little picture here, they co-authored, Mark illustrated this book called Brick and Sick. There's actually 2 books in the series so far. They have another little book that's not related, but it's just another children's book that they wrote. But we love these books. I use these books a lot in my speech sessions because they rhyme and you can work on different sounds and stuff. They're really, really great and really fun, like fun characters, fun illustrations. I know I'm biased. Of course I'm biased. I'm not gonna say this is a non-biased opinion, but I really think they're great books. I've been using them since before I became an SLP, when I was doing my grad school clinics. Before Mark and I were even together, I was using this book. So it's a really cool story. I have a really fun attachment to it, but he's gonna come read to the kids tomorrow at one of my sites. So we get to bring him to work. So I'll definitely be taking you along for all of that. But for right now, we're gonna do a cozy little night of workout, edit, shower, eat, all those fun Wednesday night things. Mark is coming to work with me today. Well, not with me, like I said, he's coming a little bit later. He'll come between 10 and 12 today, because he's going to hit the end of the AM session with the preschoolers. But then I wanted my afternoon students to also be able to meet him and get to hear him read his story. And so that will, like, he'll be with us through our lunch break, and then the beginning of the PM session, he'll do his little thing and then he'll get to go. So I'm really excited. And late last night, he was like, wait, I can't find my book. So we were looking for his book. We found the book. I'm super excited. Filming on my phone because I had the camera. It was a lot of work to get the camera ready this morning. And I was like, you know what? We're just gonna use what we have. But I didn't want to not say good morning to you. So good morning. Let's head to work and see some kids. Look who's at school.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm an educator.
He's an educator today.
Actually,
You're a visitor.
I'm a guest speaker.
You're a guest speaker.
And that's me. We're in there. Just say hey. This says nice line to the top of the tall line.
Well, that was just the sweetest, the absolute sweetest day ever. Bringing Mark to school was so fun. He had a great time. The kids loved him. It was my favorite when one of the students, like, we just referred to him as Mr. Mark, and one kid just kept calling him Mark. He's like, Mark, Mark, Mark. He's super cute. It was fun. It's always so fun to bring him into my world. He hears about, you know, what I'm doing at work, and obviously I tell him about my day and the cute things the kids do, but he doesn't get to see it all the time. So I love that there's this way for us to bridge it and for him to get to see, yeah, my world a little bit in the SLP realm of things. But he's actually taking off for San Diego for the next couple days, and I'm gonna be home. He's doing some like golf tournament. Sounds super fun. But yeah, so I am about to have a night to myself, well, with Sasha, who is quite rambunctious right now. But yeah, yes, hello. Her nails are so long. Maybe I should have your dad help me clip your nails before he goes. You think he'd be down? She doesn't want me to do that. Anyways, it's just us girls for tonight, and I think we're gonna have just a cozy, I'm gonna work out and maybe put on a little fall movie like Practical Magic or something and just relax, because it's Friday Eve, you know? Yeah, but I wanted to say thank you for hanging out and watching this vlog, and just yeah, putting up with the chaos with me. It's been a fun week. It still is a fun week. We aren't done with the week, but I figured we could see each other very soon in the next vlog, which should be out for you on Sunday, if it's a vlog. It may be maybe an outfit video. I'm not sure yet what we've got on the docket, but either way, I'll see you on Sunday. Okay? All right. Sending you all my love, and I will see you then.